The story beats have changed, just as the characters have. And the story is coming to a revolving plot involving lots and lots of blood.
After being taken by the Beast of the Wilds for possessing the Chaos Diamond, I found myself in the grove where I saw not only the Beast of the Wilds, but 3 other figures. 2 that looked exactly like the shadowy silhouette of the beast, but instead of claws, one had vines and the other a teacup? The 4th being looked different, having multiple bloody red arms and held the diamond. The 4 seemed to argue over what to do with the diamond, but I was saved by Willow before I could see any more.
While that happened, the rest of us were all training to play skin ball, since Seraphima put up 2 of the diamonds as, prizes for the tournament. I guess Dark Fury is still keeping secrets from her.
Once Willow brought Shay back to us and we heard what she saw, we trained for a month with Codex's gym coach, Eunomia, to prepare for the tournament.
Though during this training montage, there was a night that Connie left saying she was going to see family, but left me with V2, her armor, and a note saying she was going to confront her aunt, Lady Seraphima, alone, and not to follow her. I, of course, told the other Fates. We didn't know how to take that information, but we respected her choice and hoped she'd be okay.
Fast forward, and we were in the 4 final teams for the skinball tournament. The tournament was intense, especially against mainless behavior. But in the end, we won the whole thing, even if Issa did accidentally get Finley killed during the final score.
Sorry.
Well, Codex brought me back using one of the diamonds we won, but the success of the win didn't last, since Lady Seraphima confronted us, taking the 2nd diamond we won, and told us she had Connie captured, and if we tried to do anything, she'd kill her.
We returned home not knowing what to do to help Connie, so we decided to drink.
VR had informed us too that apparently Dark Fury had been around forever, at least a few generations had he been with the Rousseaus, and apparently teaching them the blood magic. This led us to believe that the 4th being Shaysal was really Dark Fury. Casimir also told me that he disguised himself to look like Lady Brisea, one of Seraphima's entourage, and found out not only that her other lackey, Miss Alona, was a double agent for Arathia, but apparently Brisea is the reason Wash's parents were betrayed and taken away by the Falso Ivories and Seraphima.
And from then on, things got weird. Dogma, Yelena, and Howl, who seemingly made a party of their own, told us they had a bunch of information involving the Hexaleap, the Beast of the Grove, and more that they were going to go over with us the next day.
Finley and Fiora also tried to make this deal with Balthazar that they were like, we'll let you out of jail if you tell us more about these blood wish ritual things that you know about. But we didn't really hear any of that or Dogma's thing because Seraphima decided to use another diamond to body swap us with goblins.
Yep, and had us locked up in her dungeon.
And seemingly, right on cue, we got another vision from Vivica's eye, showing us the Dawnwood being made by the earthen vine, the goddess Yofet, and then a dark, negative version of the tree. She eventually destroyed that one, and it left 3 silhouettes in its ashes, of whom we assume must be the 3 beasts. After that, we saw another figure in a robe or dress approach them.
Despite being in goblin bodies, I still had Cinnamon attached to my spirit, so he helped us escape the dungeon. As we headed for a teleporting room I knew from martyr training, Cinnamon also detected another diamond Seraphima had gotten somehow.
Finley took us to the 12th precinct instead of our keep in the 3rd to meet with a friend and fellow martyr, a satyr named Helluana. She was skilled in soul magic and apparently also knew chartreuse like Connie. We asked her if she could help us switch back to our normal bodies.
She couldn't help us though, and really neither could Chartreuse, but one of her devil friends could. This white dragonborn named Phazes. It was a very convoluted conversation about IOUs, but basically Phazes was like, I'll give you this dark hand mirror that can reflect your souls back into your bodies if Chartreuse gives me over half her year's souls earned, if Terrence agreed to take over Connie's contracts if she weren't able to complete them. It was all in agreement, so yeah.
During this time, Issa saw a vision through Vivica's eye that Casimir got possessed by Arathia and was going to hurt Darien. So we contacted Fiora for help. We put some pieces together and assumed that Seraphima got her other diamond from Darien, because Wash told us Darien used to be an agent for the Onyx Obscurity.
We went with Fiora and Helluana to save Casimir and Darien, and once that was done, we all went to the Polished Wall to confront Seraphima, get our bodies back, and get Connie back.
Seraphima not only had Connie and our bodies captured, but a lot of our friends and family too. She tried to make a deal with us to get her more diamonds, since she now knew that they could cast inconsequential wishes, but after killing our friends and family to prove a point, we didn't really care if we were in weaker bodies, so we just began to attack.
Fiora, Casimir, Helluana, and Darien rushed in first to protect us since, well, we were still goblins and Seraphima had turned into a massive blood dragon and made Lady Brisea, Mr. Bralgrim, and Neldur Shra into blood elementals. Dark Fury and Alona both were absent. After a few minutes of fighting them to protect us, we heard as Helluana dove off the side of the cliff after Casimir and Darien and watched in horror as the blood dragon bit off Fiora's head.
We tried our damnedest to get our bodies back as fast as possible, but it took longer than we hoped. And as soon as we did, we started swinging. At some point, though, we noticed Connie and the diamond were inside Seraphima's blood dragon form.
We killed Browgum, Shra escaped, and Brassé we kept alive so Wash could find out more, but Seraphima ended up killing Issa with her blood breath.
Suddenly, I heard the full variant's voice in my head stating a wish had been made, as Issa and Fiara, as well as our friends and family Seraphima killed, all came back to life.
During the fight, I ended up polymorphing into a huge Hexleaf crocodile and then going toe-to-toe with Seraphima's dragon form. The fight nearly killed Finley, but my wild magic helped barely save him from dying. And then I knocked Seraphima out of the dragon form and went to deal a final blow. But before I could stop her, she pierced Connie with a dark magic spear through her chest. I went after Seraphima and ended up basically destroying her.
The polished wall castle began to crumble, as well as the cliffside it sat on, as we gathered everyone and rushed the hell out of there. All our family and friends were safe, well, except for Connie. Seraphima's blow was necrotic and deadly, and Connie knew that, and she didn't want us to bring her back. She wanted us to use the diamond to wish back her brother that she got killed, Ezra. Issa didn't agree with this, and Wash was also hesitant, but Finley approached us saying he'd do it for her. Connie explained that she was tired of hurting people, and stopping Seraphima was really her only goal, and she wasn't built to be a hero.
Despite whether we agreed with that or not, it was her choice, and we respected it. I helped send her off peacefully by performing an Ignis Cal druidic rite for passing on. She did so peacefully, and part of her flame is with all of us now.
After that, Issa got a message on her sending stone from her surprisingly alive fiancé, Guy. Apparently, the wish from the Chaos Diamond made by that thing we thought was Dark Fury brought everyone who died the past year back to life.
Finley wished back Ezra, who had apparently been resurrected already and was being used by Arathia for espionage reasons, but the wish saved him from that enthrallment.
A few months passed, the diamond trail ran cold, the Berg was panicking because of this crazy miracle that brought a bunch of people back to life, and one of our only leads about the remaining diamonds, Arathia Berg, just went missing, so we were vacation.
Despite having him back, eventually, over the year, I told Guy he and his mom should leave Zabraria, since I had a feeling Dark Fury and the Beasts made their wish for something nefarious.
And Issa was right. After weird interactions with 2 out of 3 of the members of the Beautification Committee, Gila in the Grove for Finley and Shay, me with Aster in the Berg, involving her holding a teacup, I'm just saying, and Issa, Wash, Codex, Fiara, and Casimir seeing the Beast of the Wilds, a full-on blood dog attack happened all over Zabraria.
We all teleported to our keep and got as many people to safety as we could, and then Terrence told us his teacup theory that the Beautification Committee were the Beasts, and from his conversation with Aster, I guess the Dark Fury was this brother she spoke about, and that there was this mother involved too.
During this time, Dogma and our other allies wanted to know everything that was going on because they felt left in the dark. Terrence omitted a lot, and Dogma used detect thoughts to see what he was hiding, which caused a lot of drama. But honestly, he was right. We weren't telling them everything, and they needed to know. But anyways, Fiara called Balthazar for help. Oh yeah! Balthazar, since we last saw him, went on a very spiritual healing journey, and seemed to really change for the better, being let out of containment by Fiara and Casimir, and doing his part in unveiling the corruption of Zabraria. He also saw me naked over the time skip, which was a really...
Right. Anyways, the Demartis told us how the Blood Dog rampage was just like what happened to Ponte, and their guess, with all of our theories combined about Dark Fury and Beasts, or whatever, was that this was them trying to get more blood. As we went out to save as many people possible, the Blood Dogs were just gone, stopped by the Vol Multitude apparently, and their new bull, Dark Fury.
Yep, and to save face as heroes of the Berg, we went to his induction where I asked Asta, Hila, and Gazonia to meet to get information on them.
Which was crazy. I mean, that was absolutely insane, Shay. Are you kidding?
They said yes, though, and we met them in the Grove, where all of our suspicions were revealed. They were the Beasts. Their brother was Dark Fury, or as they called him, Selmex. They called the Blood Dogs Bernard, and they referenced a mother, possibly a new one, that they would not disclose the identity of to us.
It has to be Arathia, right?
Basically, the skinny of is this. They are celestial turned demons of the Dweller, the negative Dawnwood that was destroyed, and they treat Zabraria like their farm to feed Dark Fury, Salmek's blood, because he's basically like a Dweller diamond that can make wishes from blood, and the three sisters enjoy violence. They don't want to destroy Zabraria because they have been sowing, growing, and reaping this land since Ponte fell, so they want the cycle to go on. But we killed their biggest blood earner, Seraphima. Apparently, the whole Rousseau line helped make Zabraria the cesspool of violence against one another since the jump.
They basically all said it was our faults, like Terrence wanting to make a violent serum, the Larachai's holding a diamond, and the Hexleaf that was me and Dogma, the Berg and the Wilds constant fighting and blaming each other. They said basically mortal kind was inherently violent, and they were just benefiting and taking advantage of that.
And we were about to get more violent after Gila admitted to killing Shay's mom, and Aster explained that my mom was killed, but Dad was alive for blood, I'm assuming.
Then I had a teleportation circle ready to get us out of there.
Yep, but Aster did mention as Wash tried to hit her that as long as the sun remained, they couldn't be hurt.
Oh, don't worry, that was noted. I wrote that down for sure. We got back to the keep, took care of some business. Issa and I updated the Demartas and then drank. Cause, sure, we know our plan of locking away the Fairfather, the literal god of the sun, with Fiara and the remaining diamonds will make them vulnerable. But I doubt it will be easy. Teacup, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
If you want more specific details on this chapter, check out this playlist to get episode by episode recaps from every member of the Fated Fates.